I used to believe marriage was built on trust. That when two people exchanged vows, they meant them. I believed that with all my heart when I married Ayesha. We had been together for 5 years before the wedding, and I thought I knew her better than anyone. She was charming, intelligent, and loved by everyone who met her. To the world, we were the perfect couple. To me, she was everything, but perfect pictures have cracks you don't notice until the light hits at the wrong angle. The first cracks appeared when she became strangely protective of her phone. Before, she would leave it anywhere, on the counter, on the sofa, even in the car. But then she started carrying it everywhere, even into the bathroom. Her laughter at late-night texts, her vague explanations about work friends, her sudden gym sessions at odd hours, they all began piling up in my mind. Still, I trusted her. Or rather, I forced myself to trust her, because the alternative, the idea of her betraying me, was too painful to face. That trust shattered when my friend, who worked at a local news station, sent me a message late one night. "Turn on Channel 8 right now. You need to see this." I switched on the TV, and my heart stopped. There she was, my wife, walking hand in hand with another man into a luxury hotel. The news anchor's voice explained that the footage was part of an investigative report on corruption involving high-profile businessmen. The man with her was a married contractor caught in a scandal. My wife wasn't named, but the camera caught her face clearly enough for anyone who knew her to recognize. I sat there frozen, my hands shaking, my chest burning. It wasn't just an affair. It was a public humiliation. I didn't call her that night. I didn't scream, I didn't cry. Instead, I started planning. If she could blindside me with betrayal, I could blindside her with truth. The next day, while she was at the gym, I went through her things. I found hidden credit card bills with charges from expensive restaurants, jewelry stores, and hotels. I found selfies she hadn't deleted, tucked away in a hidden folder on her phone. She looked happy in those pictures, glowing in ways she hadn't looked with me in years. I gathered everything, videos, receipts, screenshots, into a single folder. And then I prepared my own stage. That weekend, I invited her parents and mine for dinner. Ayesha came home late as usual, but she had no idea what awaited her. When she walked into the living room, her face drained of color. On the TV screen was the news footage, her hand in hand with her affair partner, smiling as they entered the hotel. Her mother gasped, her father shouted her name, and my parents sat in stunned silence. Ayesha dropped her bag, stammering, This isn't what it looks like." I didn't speak at first. I let the footage play again, then calmly stood and placed a small box on the coffee table. She looked at it with wide eyes. Slowly, I opened it. Inside was her wedding ring, snapped in half. "I broke it this morning," I said evenly. It seemed fitting. A broken ring for a broken marriage. Her hands trembled as tears welled up. "Please, I can explain." "Explain what?" I cut in, my voice cold but steady. "Explain how you mocked me while sneaking off with another man? Explain why you were proud enough to flaunt it in public, but too cowardly to admit it to me? Or maybe explain how you thought you could keep both lives going without consequences." She dropped to her knees, sobbing, begging for forgiveness. She swore it was a mistake, that she still loved me, that it didn't mean anything. But the evidence was too overwhelming. I pushed the folder toward her parents. "Here's proof of everything she's been doing. Hotel receipts, texts, photos. You raised her. You can see for yourself what kind of person she's become." The room was thick with shame and silence. Her father couldn't even look at her. Her mother wept quietly. Finally, I took out the last piece, the divorce papers. I placed them on the table beside the broken ring. "This is the box you deserve," I told her. One with the end of everything inside. She tried to reach for me, but I stepped back. "No, Ayesha. You already made your choice. Now I'm making mine." I walked out that night, leaving her with her family, the evidence, the broken ring, and the box that symbolized the end of us. The divorce was swift. She had no defense. The scandal destroyed her reputation, and the man she had risked everything for dropped her the moment the heat got too strong. She lost everything, her dignity, her family's respect, and me. Months later, I ran into her by chance. She looked worn, shadows under her eyes, nothing like the woman I had once loved. She whispered, "I never thought you'd end it like that." I looked at her without a trace of emotion. "You ended it the moment you chose him." Then I walked away, leaving her behind, just like she had once left me in her heart.